Hello, my most amazing artist. Today we are going to be starting a new project and we are going to be making, it's kind of bright, there we go, I have to turn my phone a little bit, sort of a jungle background. This kind of almost looks like a wallpaper. This is by an illustrator who lives in London. Her name is Charlotte Trounce. I came across her artwork and I thought that it was just unique and I liked her use of color and her style. And so we are going to take a white sheet of paper, and all class period today your goal is to fill this up with different leaves and foliage that you might see in a jungle. So I will have this image somewhere in the room, maybe on the projector screen somewhere, so that you can look at it and get some ideas. If you'll notice, she has, get it where y'all can see it, several different types of leaves. So she's got one that looks like this. She has some small palm trees drawn. If you see these leaves that are enclosed, this looks like a weeping willow almost. So she's using different colors of green, different shades of green. She has some pops of red in there. So we're going to focus on two things mainly. One is going to be filling up your whole paper. So I want you to fill it up. There are some white spaces left, but not much. Most of it is filled up from all corners all the way around with these different types of leaves. That's your first thing. Fill up your paper. It should take you the whole time. The second thing we're going to focus on is using different art mediums. So I have markers and colored pencils in the first box that I want you to use. Then when you're done using markers and colored pencils, I have oil pastels and crayons in the second box. So use lots of different art mediums and that will make your project more interesting. Now we're going to use this paper as a background for something that we're going to do next week. So this week all you need to do is start with your markers and colored pencils and just start drawing. You can add details, so I may add like a leaf. If you look right beside my rocking chair, there is an easel and it's got a painting by Henri Rousseau. It's also an image of a jungle. So I may color in this leaf later, but I'm going to go ahead and just start by filling up. I want big things and also small things. So you want to create a variety. So I may come over here and add small leaves. So you want to create a variety. That is what, let me see, I'll get my phone out again. That is what Charlotte Trounce does. She has a variety of things. She doesn't just have one type of leaf and she doesn't have one size of a leaf. She's got lots of different things going on. So I'm going to just draw a little bit more on here and just let you kind of look and see how I'm drawing. So this one right here is going to be sort of like a palm tree leaf. And I'm making this kind of big. I just did a small one, so now I'm going to make a big one. And as you can see, I've kind of gotten off the center. So instead of thinking I messed up, I'm just going to leave it. It's fine. By the time I fill this paper up with stuff, nobody's really going to even notice that I got off the center. I can also try to fix it by making the stem a little bit fatter toward the bottom, and then it will look more in the middle. So I can fix it by doing that. So think of ways, if you feel like you've messed up, think of ways that you can make it different or better. I'm going to add a few more of these, and I think I'm going to get a different color. So I'm just doing the same thing. So all I'm doing is adding lines. I want to make this look like a palm tree. And so I'm just kind of adding like this V into the center. So make it your own. And then I think I'm going to get even a third different color on this one. And you can see I'm just adding different colors. I'm trying to have a variety of color and a variety of sizes of leaves. Okay, and let's see. So now I've used a marker there, but I've used colored pencils here, so I think I'm going to get another marker. and add some more marker. And y'all, there's no rhyme or reason. There's no top or bottom. Turn your paper to get different sides. Let's see. I think I'm going to do a whole line all the way through. I think that might be kind of interesting to look at. And I like this where I'm just doing a stem in the middle, and then I'm just kind of coloring these dots, making them look like leaves. And I think on one side I'm going to do this color, and I think on the other side I'm going to do a different color because I think that might be interesting. So just have fun making different types of leaves. And let's see, when I do my different color over here, I think I'm going to take it and make the stem connect. Now it's not connecting perfectly. There's some white space between. That is okay. I also want to sort of balance out my use of marker and my use of colored pencil. If I use all marker on this side and all colored pencil on this side, it's not going to look as good. So you want to balance that out. So now that you've seen me draw a little bit, I am going to finish it off camera, and then I will show you what it looks like. Okay guys, I am finished with mine. I could probably add a little bit more, so if I had more time, I could add more. But I just wanted to show you this. You want to fill your paper up. Your paper should be pretty balanced, which means it should not feel heavier on the top or the bottom or on one side to the next. You should have a lot of variety, which means you have different types of leaf. But I will tell you, if you look at this, I did one line and then the leaves on each side. And this, that's the same thing. And this, that's the same thing. And this, that's the same thing. Down here, that's the same thing. This blue right here is the same thing. So I just drew it in different ways. The same thing here. Look at this blue leaf is the same as this red leaf. It's the same as this green leaf. So you can do different things. Just use different materials and different colors. These two things, this yellow and this green, I drew it the same way, just use different colors. I did like her idea, and I added like a little palm tree here. I added sort of a up close palm leaf here with yellow and green. So I would pick about 4 different types of leaves, maybe 4 or 5, and then just repeat them in different colors and different sizes. Now, if you scribble and say you're done and there's 20 minutes left in class, you probably have not put enough detail into yours. If you see mine, there's lots of little detail, and I want you to make yours with lots of details. Remember, use markers and colored pencils first. Then when you're finished with markers and colored pencils, then use crayons and oil pastels. The reason we're doing that is because oil pastels and crayons will mess up your marker. You can draw on top of marker with oil pastels and crayons, but if you draw marker on top of oil pastels and crayons, it will mess up your markers. So keep our supplies nice and neat. Next week, we will be drawing a picture to go in here. So we'll be adding some stuff to our jungle next week. All right, the last thing you need to do, or really the first thing you probably need to do, is on the back, you need to write your name. So I'm going to put M. Kilgore, and I use marker. You might want to use colored pencil because marker might do what? If you draw on the back with marker, it might bleed through to the front. So don't do what Miss Kilgore did. She was not very smart. Write with colored pencil, your name on the back, and then get started. I love all these colors. I think that they're going to be wonderful. All right.